Hi class. We are getting ready, or we have started week 8 of 10. So that means we are barreling through to the end of class. I wanted to give you all an update. I have gotten all of your papers graded. Some of you are going to need to think about redoing your plan a little bit. Some people needed to add in more of the resources and consider all types of resources that you're going to need for this plan to be implemented. This could be salary, it could be expenses like copying, creating, marketing, anything that you might need to do for the culture of the organization to help change it. Will you need to have some kind of event? And if so, what would the cost be of that event? Where is that money going to come from? And that kind of leads into what we're talking about this week, which is measures, metrics, and adaptability. The concept here is that you really are going to need to be able, when you're thinking strategically, of being able to measure how effective a move or a change is in the organization. I used to work in retail as a manager, and the corporate office would just constantly send down things for us to do. And it was really at the whim of whoever was in favor in the corporate office that period or that quarter, and didn't always make sense in the real world. It didn't always translate into more sales. Some of the changes just kept us busy. They felt like busy work. And that's where you want to make sure when you're doing a strategic plan that you're not just creating busy work for your employees, that you're actually measuring a change and seeing a change for the better. And how are you going to do that? That's kind of what we're looking at this week. I want to jump ahead a little bit and talk about next week, because you have an assignment due next week. It's your final assignment, and it's your strategic execution report. Now, what this is going to be is would typically be a summary that you would do at the end of your strategic change. However, you're not going to be able to complete your strategic plan. Many of you are planning for events over the course of the next year, so clearly you're not going to be able to complete this plan. You have two options, therefore, for this assignment. You can either complete a strategic execution report for an initiative that has already happened in your organization and you want to report about it, or you can think about the possible, in other words, explain to me where you think you're going to encounter these barriers, for example. What barriers do you think you're going to encounter? What do you think is going to help you? What are the factors that promote the execution of the plan? Update your strategic plan. I want you to take some of my notes, and I want you to fix the issues and problems that I pointed out. I'll be glad to talk with you more about that. So you're going to make the table even more rich and full of data, and you're going to include in that table that you're posting in your metrics and measures. How are you going to measure these things? And then discuss the likely impact that this change is going to have on your organization. So this is really thinking about the end game here. Now, again, you don't have to have completed your plan. You could be just thinking about this in a hypothetical way. So don't worry about that. You do have that option. Now, if you're going to choose to talk about an initiative that someone else has done or that you've done in the past and evaluate it from this perspective, you're welcome to do that. But you will, in your introduction, need to explain the initiative a little bit and give me some background for it. That will be helpful. But I think that you can take the plans that you've all come up with, which are really good plans, and make the tweaks that you need to take them to that next level. Again, listen to the feedback that I posted, see what you can add or how you can change them. And if you have questions, I'm open to meeting with you on Skype. We can talk on the phone, whatever you think you'll need to really nail that plan and get it into the place it needs to be. Please let me know if you have any questions, and have a happy Thanksgiving.